A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock. Really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stop right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested in watching. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right side, it's Rocket. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. It's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Just feeds the running back. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. A give to Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's Really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite. I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This crowd, full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Manning. Out wide right, it's Brown. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Start on the ground with Frazier. On the move at the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get fit.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Arch to throw. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Hand off for Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Has to have it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Arch Madness. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Wingo. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Out wide right, it's Wingo. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Left side is Frazier. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams.
Racing down the left side. Past the 30. Inside the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldog. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the the line. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, Texas. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Humphries. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Glides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drops back. It's Stockton. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turn.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And send the tight end in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Simon. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Quick give. It's Smothers. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Manning from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Tigers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to...
Into the secondary on the right.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset.
Touchdown, Georgia! Rolled his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hoping to move the ball on this possession. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 20. after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Left side is Lockett. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Got him on the RPO. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide left, it's Townsend. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Smothers.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Manning. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Delay to the back. It's Smothers. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Frazier again. He'll be dropped.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Frazier. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Fourth down, Manning. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Looking to throw at Stockton. Rush right in his face. Zings it complete to the right. Good, strong tackle.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Handoff for Frazier. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Got to make the play on 4th. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Manning on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Lockett. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. The defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Coleman. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Out wide right, it's Lockett. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Arch Madness. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Going to spin it again. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Texas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They're all over him. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.